Hi. So this is for my status. I had 10 of you guys who liked it, and I didn't feel like writing it all out, so I'm just gonna make this short and sweet video. This first one is gonna be the 10 things that I find attractive in guys. The first thing that I find attractive in a guy are his manners. I know it seems like all the girls always go for the rude asshole type, and quite frankly, it's true. But boys, guys, men, whatever, with manners are just absolutely insanely attractive. Boys who will open the door for you, open the car door for you when you get in, get out. Please, thank you, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. All that stuff I think is just it's just very attractive for me, to me personally. The second thing is athletic guys. I just think athletic guys, I mean, they don't have to be like super ripped. I'm not talking about like the six pack abs and the giant huge arms or anything like that, but just a guy who's active, not a guy who just like sits around and does nothing. I mean, a guy who plays sports. I think for me personally, football players are probably my type of athlete, mainly because I don't want to date some skinny stick type boy, because boys like that kind of make me feel very insecure about myself being a not tiny little petite Asian girl. Okay, third thing is personality. I know everyone's always looks over personality, and my last point was just athletic, so you're thinking the whole gorgeous Channing Tatum type body. But no, I mean personality as in just I guess a really chill dude who I can hang out with or who anyone can hang out with. And if I brought him to meet my friends, he could chill with my friends. But if he met my parents, he could still chill with my parents at the same time too. Kind of personality. I feel like I'm describing like the dream kind of boy, but that's the third point is personality. Fourth point is passionate. A boy who is passionate about anything. I don't care what you're passionate about. If you're passionate about music, if you're passionate about video games, you're passionate about making clothes, how you look, you're passionate about something. Maybe not so passionate about yourself. I don't know if I could. Narcissistic boys are not attractive, but just a guy with a passion, a guy who knows where he's going or knows what he wants to do for his rest of his life. I think guys with a passion are just they're very driven, and I find that very attractive. My fifth point is a guy who is a good listener. I talk a lot. I'm shy at first. I am shy at first, but for me, a guy who talks a lot, or not talks a lot, a guy who listens, is very attractive to me because if I feel like he is really listening to me and not just like his attention is divided between me and something else, but a guy who I feel like is sincerely listening to me and is really taking in my words, I think that's very attractive. The next point is communication. This is where if a guy can talk to me, I find attractive. Being a good listener is very important, yes, and I'd also be able to have a conversation with you afterwards, after I'm done ranting about my day or who pissed me off or what didn't piss me off or, just random conversation. A guy who can keep a conversation going with me, an intellectual conversation, not the kind of I don't know. Not just. You know what a good conversation is when you just click with somebody and you just can talk for hours about anything. That by itself is very attractive. A guy who stays busy. Um, I don't really like lazy people. Boys and girls. I don't like lazy people at all. Because for me, I stay very active. I do a lot. I'm involved with a lot. So I'm always doing things. I'm always going out and I'm hardly ever home. I get home late, and when I get home I'm on Facebook doing nothing. I know, but just a guy who stays busy is attractive. So guys, stay busy. um a guy who loves his mom or a guy who is a family man, I find to be very attractive. Like, I know what we're teenagers, so family, whatever with family, but guys who are very family oriented and who want to stay. Guys who just like want to get married once, they find their true love and then they settle down and you want to have kids kind of family. kind of guy, you know? Because the divorce rates are so high, it's just so much work to just get into a relationship and then, you know, get married and then have kids and then get divorced later. I want, okay, but I just think a guy who is very family oriented and a guy who can just, you know, a guy who's just very like, I want to have a family and I want to keep just one family and I don't want a broken family. I think that is very attractive because that means he's responsible and a responsible guy is attractive. Period. Okay, my ninth point is a smart guy. And when I mean a smart guy, I don't mean like a smart ass. I mean like a smart guy, like a book smart. Like he makes good grades. I don't know why kids think failing out of school is cool, but it's not, you know, cool kids gang or die, right? I mean, for real though, a guy with good grades, he doesn't have to be like a straight A student or anything, but you know, having like a C is not quite acceptable, but you know, you're wanting a guy who wants more than just the minimum. Um, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Good grades, just good grades. Have good grades. That's attractive. Smart boys. My last point is a guy who smiles a lot. I think that's probably the most attractive feature on a guy besides his arms. I like guys with big arms, but a guy who smiles a lot. Because I mean, you just seem happier, and if I'm talking to you and you're smiling with me, then I feel less scary around you because I don't know, I've heard I'm intimidating, but just a guy who smiles a lot and you know, who has a nice smile, and when girls see you, they like your smile, kind of thing, you know. So a guy who smiles a lot, I think, is very attractive. So that's my 10 points on what I think is attractive in a guy or in guys. Period. I don't really know if you guys care about that or not, but that's it. My 10 points. I'll make another video about the 10 things that I find annoying in girls. So, yeah. Bye.